Here's our tale of the tape, presented by the United States Air Force Reserve. Brendan Loughnane is 4 years older. He's 3 inches taller. He has a 2-inch reach advantage on the arms, but it's Ago Huskic with the longer legs. Lillian Garcia, to you.
Well, good evening, fight fans. We are live from Atlanta, Georgia, with the 2022 PFL regular season. And indeed, it is the second half. Right now, it is win or go home this evening. And we're going to go ahead and get everything started in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a striker, standing at 5'6". He officially weighs in at 145½ pounds. In 12 professional fights, he has a record of 8 victories and 4 defeats, with 6 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, here is Ago, the Bosnian Dragon, Huskic. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is also a striker. Standing at 5'9", he officially weighs in at 145¾ pounds. In 26 professional fights, he has a record of 22 victories and 4 defeats, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Manchester, England, here is Brendan Loughnane. Your referee in charge, Brent McKeon.
The chants echoing in Manchester. Our referee ready to start this featherweight bout. Equipped with the ref cam just in case we need to get up close and personal. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway. Both fighters in an orthodox stance. Ago Huskic wings a big overhand right. Huskic now switching his stance early. Brendan Loughnane scouted it out. He said he will do that frequently in this fight.
Yeah, that's always tricky, trying to adapt to that different range, adapting to all those different weapons, and that's an advantage for Huskic.
The challenge is always knowing which offense to use, whichever stance presents itself.
Loughnane himself switching stances back and forth, giving the Huskic a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, Loughnane really is a mixed martial artist who could do it all.
Tentative approach so far from Loughnane. Reacting, trying to get the timing here from Huskic.
Yeah, it looks like Loughtnane's trying to catch Huskic on the counter.
Catches the kick. Loughnane thinks better of the exchange, lets it go. And again, the body kick caught. Huskic followed up with a little hook on the grab.
Yeah, that was a nice little shot that landed clean on Loughtnane's jaw.
Ago Huskic, so far, really stymieing any offense from Brendan Loughnane with his own movement and his own offense. Loughnane yet to throw a significant strike here.
Nice head movement by Loughnane to get into the clinch position. Not taking any damage there.
Yeah, this is a very underrated aspect of Loughtnane's game. He has excellent wrestling, both defensively and offensively.
Showed that wrestling a little bit in his first match against Kudo. He had some takedowns there. I think surprised everybody that he pulled that wrestling out.
A lot of surprises in that fight. Ryoji Kudo made things pretty difficult for Brendan Loughnane in the early goings, and Huskic trying to do the same thing here in the first round of this fight.
Huskic using that underhook to change positions and put Loughnane against the fence, kind of take control of the clinch. Nice hook from Huskic.
Caught Brendan Loughnane backing up. Oh, another right hand from Huskic. Stiff punch from the Bosnian Dragon.
Yeah, that was a great shot that definitely got Loughtnane's attention. To me, it seemed like Brendan's a little tight out there. Might be feeling that pressure.
Low kick from Brendan Loughnane lands. Huskic back to the southpaw stance.
There's Loughnane looking for that right-hand counter there, Sean.
Huskic just misses with a high kick. Nice aggression here from Huskic. And a right hand from Brendan Loughnane finds its home.
Huskic using a lot of long-range weapons and not really stepping in the pocket and trading. I think that's a respect to Brendan Loughtnane's hands.
Significant mouth developing under the left eye of Brendan Loughnane already. Probably from one of those Huskic right hands. This time Loughnane caught him coming in.
Yeah, and Loughnane may be dealing with some eye issues on that side. Gets increasingly difficult, more difficult to see on that side, especially if there's an orbital issue.
And with Huskic able to switch stances and bring weapons from either side, a closed left eye could become a problem for Brendan Loughnane.
That was a heavy leg kick there from Brendan. Huskic felt that one.
Nice work by Huskic to use Brendan Loughnane's momentum against him.
Little level change in penetration by Loughnane. Nice arm drag.
That was beautiful.
Really slick arm drag from the clinch there.
Huskic really sitting down on some of these punches, trying to score a big shot against Loughnane. There's another exchange. 1 minute remains here in the first round. Ago Huskic chasing down Brendan Loughnane. Right hand partially landed there for Loughnane. Back into the clinch they go. Little foot wheel, Randy.
Yeah, nice little off balance by Brendan Loughnane. Keep Huskic guessing when they get to that clinch and tied up position. He's got to let his hands go in those exchanges, though. The one punch and gun out is not going to do it.
Nice combination from Brendan Loughnane. Huskic shrugs it off.
That's what Loughnane needs. Ooh, that was a big shot. That's what he needs. He needs to find those angles. Once he does, he needs to take advantage and blitz Huskic.
Spinning kick from Huskic misses. Nice distance there by Brendan Loughnane. 10 seconds left here. Dancing back and forth. Huskic chasing Brendan Loughnane now and says, bring the fight. Round 2 when we return. The first round favoring Ago Huskic here. Brendan Loughnane's left eye swelling shut in the corner. And a nice left hand from Loughnane in the early goings here for round 2.
Yeah, you can see that sense of urgency now from Loughnane. He's trying to get right in Huskic's face.
Loughnane wants to draw him into a firefight and get into a serious exchange here. Huskic doing a good job with the long-range weapons, just pot-shotting, really not engaging in that type of fight.
Loughnane having more success, though, pressuring Huskic here. Huskic seems way less comfortable going backwards than he does moving forward, so I think there's a good approach here from Loughnane.
Loughnane presses Huskic to the cage. Huskic able to pummel back in. Take a look inside Brendan Loughnane's corner.
Let it go, that's it right there. Strike, both it. Hey, body, kick. Yes, yes, let it go. More, hey, felt that, Brendan, more. Hands, Brendan, let him go. Uppercut, come on, right hand uppercut.
That was a beautiful spinning back kick and a nice right hand there from Loughnane.
He had Huskic against the cage covered up, and he didn't step in and let his hands go in a flurry.
You could hear the corner calling for it. Little hesitation from Brendan Loughnane. Might be that pressure showing, but he appears to be loosening up here 2 minutes into the second round, excuse me.
He is, but I think he's also dealing with not being able to see on that left side. That eye really closing up, fellas.
Landed a hook on the end of that combination. Brendan Loughnane continuing to switch stances, give a different look.
Oh,
nice movement.
Excellent counter shot there by Loughnane.
And for all you young fighters out there, this is where it's really important that the training you did before the fight was the proper kind of training, because we're seeing Brendan Loughnane still disciplined with his movement. Excellent takedown there. Despite the damage to his eye, he's got a consistent performance going. That is training, Kenny.
Yeah, and showing excellent diversity here as well. Good decision here. Not so hard to find where your opponent is when he's on the mat. I think this will slow things down for Loughnane a little bit, who's dealing with that left eye issue.
Loughnane doing a nice job of moving his head, making Huskic miss, and then making him pay for missing by taking him down.
The reality of the situation here is Brendan Loughnane is going to have to win this fight with one eye, because that left eye is swollen all the way shut. That will change the way that he strategizes for the remainder of this round, and a third round if we see it.
Now Loughnane trying to push that left leg of Huskic down. Now Huskic trying to go to that high guard. Might be trying to set up a triangle, possibly an arm lock here.
Live fighter performance rating favoring Brendan Loughnane here. 90 seconds remain in the round. There's a look through the ref cam. Huskic, very smart. Punches from the bottom, not usually terribly significant, but he's using the heel of his hand and trying to smack that left eye of Brendan Loughnane.
And he's showing some great flexibility here as well. He wants that right hand of Loughnane, that right arm, to escape the guard and trying to come up and over and attack that triangle choke. Loughnane has excellent posture now, though, and he's starting to rain down punches from top guard.
This is where Loughnane needs to get his hips in and his head up. Now he can rain down good shots, select his shots, and make them count.
Nice defense, though, by Ago Huskic. Showing some defensive savvy. Loughnane has more than double the fights in his career of Ago Huskic, but Huskic showing some really quality savvy.
Yeah, Huskic has been game all night, man.
There's a look through our PFL Ghost Cam. You're actually looking through the chain link of the smart cage. Camera filters it out for you. "20 seconds remaining here in the round. Ago Huskic is back.
Oh, nice.
Good right hand there from Brendan Loughnane.
Loughnane definitely trying to find his rhythm and range now.
He'll try and grab a takedown here to close the round. Clinched against the cage. Final seconds of the frame. A very interesting round number 2. Looked like Brendan Loughnane found some momentum there, Kenny. Third and potentially deciding frame here of our first featherweight bout of the evening. Likely a win-or-go-home scenario because of the logjam of three-point holders at the featherweight. Oh, big right hand from Brendan Loughnane and a bit of a wobble from Ago Huskic. There's the boxing that Loughnane corner was calling for.
Yeah, the difference here are the feints of Brendan Loughnane. He's getting Huskic to bite on those feints, and he's looking for that right hand. Beautiful work so far. Yeah, and Huskic is just tired there.
Not understanding the stand-up here. Very, very odd decision by the referee when Huskic lost his footing.
I'm not sure what that was. There's no slip in MMA.
To allow him the stand-up.
Notice Brendan changing his stance, and I'm wondering if he's having trouble seeing out of that eye, and that's causing him to switch to that other stance.
Not stopping him from landing that beautiful jab, though.
Good movement again by Brendan Loughnane. Nice work in the corner to give him some sliver of eyesight there on that left side. There's the Manchester crowd watching intently. You hear the corner of Brendan Loughnane saying he is slowing down, referring to Ago Huskic. Can Loughnane finish this takedown? The answer to that is yes. He lands right inside control.
Nice job again by Loughnane, moving his head, making him miss, and making him pay for that miss.
Stay tight,
Yeah, in the corner of Loughnane, they want him to go for that finish
Start
here.
working it, Brendan. Kimura, work the Kimura.
Randy, I got to say the evolution of Brendan Loughnane game is very evident because of how much now 2 fights in this season 4. He's used his wrestling in both of those fights.
In the off-season, he went and hung out with some Dagestanis and started doing a lot of wrestling.
Very impressed by the mentality of Brendan Loughnane because what beat him a season ago, Kenny, was Movlid Khaybullayev's wrestling. And he said, well, I got to get on that level. And here he tries to step into the mount against Ago Huskic.
Yeah, he's a great combination of both martial artist and fighter, and I'd like to see him try to advance into the mount position. He's looking for it now. This is where he can get a finish from that mount position with his ground and pound.
There's some urgency for Brendan Loughnane. If he gets another decision victory, even with those 6 points, because his last fight was a technical decision victory over Ryoji Kudo, that puts him at the bottom of the log jam. So a finish here could give him a little bit of a breathing room potentially in the featherweight standings with a bunch of featherweight action still to come. Ago Huskic, incredibly game, taking this fight on short notice after Boston Salmon was injured and removed from the regular season. Brendan Loughnane trying to isolate, step over. Nice work by Huskic, back to his feet.
It looked like Loughnane was gonna try to attack a Kimura. Oh, beautiful 1-2 there by Loughnane.
And Huskic displaying his chin. Can Loughnane, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left, secure himself a finish? Nice takedown again. That's the second time it's worked.
Yeah, and right into side control again. Loughnane has good position now. He's trying to transition and knee slide into mount.
Knee ride, climb into that mount position, see if he can posture up and pound out his opponent for the finish.
And that Kimura is there as well, Randy.
Referee going for the stand-up because of a strike to the groin.
You got 5 minutes, okay? Take your time.
Huskic will take his time and recover.
Neutral corner. I watched it, that was low. Just stay right here for me, okay? Stay right there.
You can see the live odds here with just over a minute remaining have swung drastically in the favor of Brendan Loughnane. Take a replay here, Kenny. Let's see if this one landed in the forbidden zone.
Yeah, he was attacking the body there. Went a little low, went to the leg there.
But
not a whole lot on there.
Huskic's hand pushed it low.
Right.
An inadvertent strike.
Yeah, it was actually Huskic trying to block the wrist there.
Hey, no coaching while
It seemed like it didn't really hit the groin so much. Kind of went to the
over
leg.
here.
Agreed.
The Bosnian Dragon potentially showing some veteran savvy here by giving himself a breather to charge up for one final minute. Back to action we go.
New head clash.
Another takedown attempt here from Loughnane, while Huskic tries to free himself and swing away. Conservative approach for Loughnane, considering how significant a finish would be as time wanes.
Yeah, Huskic very
swinging away
tired.
here.
Yeah, Huskic seemed very tired now, throwing a lot of wild punches.
Trying to egg Brendan Loughnane into a brawl here. The right hand landed. Another takedown attempt here from Loughnane. He's got the body lock. And that trip, third time's a charm.
Trying to climb to half guard. 10-second warning.
Hammer fist.
Jinx, you owe me a root beer.
Loughnane with a couple hammer fists to punctuate the point.
Good fight, guys.
Great fight to open the night here in the featherweight division. All right, who won the fight? FPR says Loughnane. Randy and Kenny would agree. The official commission judges have final say for their decision. We send it to Lillian Garcia.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the totals are 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, earning 3 points in the featherweight division, Brendan